Blessings to everyone watching this video. All right. Phase 2 of orientation. I already completed it. I've been driving the truck for approximately about 3 weeks now. I'm going to make another video about that and actually show you the company. I figured I would just go ahead and tell you the company I'm working with. Well, phase 2 of orientation. My last video, I was talking about the experiences and what I've gathered and information about how truckers go through a lot of severity of experiences of being on the road, and they sacrifice their bodies. Well, I gotta admit, my first experience, I am glad to be with the company I'm with. I got a feel for them. I hope they got a feel for myself. It's been really good. Well, I get to the hotel. I wake up next morning. I go down and meet my orientation instructors. I get the tablet. I get a bag of information. I get the my ESA, I think it is, the card for the fuel card. I get my I think my work badge, safety vest. I get all the necessities, I do believe. You know, they take us through how to use the tablet because they have like a Galaxy tablet. Pretty slick, pretty nice. Thank you. They teach us how to work it. I learned how to use the clock from it. Sleeper berth, you know, on duty, off duty, yard move, drive mode. You know, the general stuff most truckers know about already. Mainly this video is for the new people trying to get some information, something different, maybe a different perspective of, you know, what you might not have heard in one video, you might hear differently here. Especially coming from myself, I'm more of a spiritual man. So everything I do, I give credit to the higher power. And thank you for that. So it was just about 8 hours long. Had to go, you know, I had to go to get a TWIC card. I had to do a physical. The physical was fairly, I was in class with me and another guy, and then we had to do like a webcam with 3 other guys in another terminal. Physical was pretty cool. It was, you know, I mean, if you're in shape or do some health, got some benefits in health, you're good. But if you're not, you know, it might test you a little bit. I mean, you got to do like you know, because I'm in the flatbed division, you got to lift like a crate with 75 pounds or 65 pounds or 75 pounds, maybe 85. I'm not even for sure. Got to squat down with it like 15 times. You got to walk around. You got to step on one leg. You got to squeeze a pressure gauge. You know, and then you got to go downstairs and, you know, you go through some other things with your hands and I guess moving for straps and stuff like that. And it can be pretty intense on the forearm. But like I said, if you're in fairly good shape, you'll pass. It's no problem. I mean, but yes, if you fail the physical, because it's like a 2-part physical, I did ask questions about that. You will fail. But after you do that, you come back, you know, to your hotel. Make sure I had to get my TWIC card, which I got the next day. So after I got my TWIC card, you know, got a hat, got some other little things that, you know, souvenirs. After you get your TWIC card, well, after I got my TWIC card, I was back out of there, back home. So I drove 12 hours back home, was glad to be home. It was a nice long drive. Well, the weather where I was, you know, was pretty cold. It's cold up there. A little colder than what I was used to at home. So, you know, I guess I've never been in that part. You know, I'm not a traveler like that. So I never experienced the different weather conditions like what I experienced. Most of them been like vacations going to Florida. You know, so going through Chicago, I still stay the same on Chicago. They don't play. If you get in the way, you might get ran over, or pushed out the way, because Chicago drivers they're pretty intense. And they make up their mind, they're coming in the lane, expect that. They're coming in the lane. And they drive really fast. So keep up or get out the way. But that doesn't mean I was speeding. I make sure I do the speed limit, so people are a little bit upset with me. So got home. I think I was home for maybe about 2 or 3 days. I think, yeah, okay. I think I was home about 2 or 3, maybe 4 days. Um, they told me I was going to, hear from my instructor. Oops, I skipped that. Sorry, let me go back. When I was in orientation, and after I got done, they told me my trainer would call me. So he did. He called me when I was in the hotel. So he called me in the hotel. His name was Mr. P. That's what his name was. Cool guy. I mean, it was like the best instructor or cool dude. I mean, when you get a little bit like, who are you going to meet? I wasn't like nervous because I know who I am. But I was wondering, how would he perceive, me being spiritual or being a Reiki practitioner. So how was he going to, interpret that? He was cool. I mean, he came in, the nicest guy I think I've met in months, especially with what's going on in the world. People are afraid to talk to each other. And he was like, I mean, he made me feel very comfortable, and I hope I made him feel very comfortable because we were just being ourselves. He came, like I said, he came to my room. We sat down and talked. We ended up talking 4 hours, just talking about life and everything, about trucking and my experience. I told him I had a YouTube page. 4 hours we sat there and we talked. And then we got it down. We talked about what it would be like out there, what I could bring or what I should bring, stuff like that. So I'm going to go past that and get back to where I was at going home. So I told him I would call him on a Sunday because I think he had some things he had to do. So I called him on a Sunday, I do believe. It was actually Sunday morning. I went to the gym with my family, came back, and I said, I'm going to give him a call. It's because I thought I was going to leave out that Tuesday. He was like, you ready to go? We can go. So I left that Sunday. It was like no longer than I don't know, like I said, about 4 or 5 days, and I was on the road. All right, so he picks me up at a rest stop. I get all my stuff together. He picks me up at a rest stop, and boom, So I'm gonna go back a little bit further on that one. I'm gonna go forward and backwards in this conversation. So please forgive me. I told the family, I said, okay, it's time to go. Everybody was a little bit sad because it happened so fast. No one really wants to leave home and don't know, technically when you're coming right back. It's a 5 weeks program. So you're supposed to be out there for 5 weeks. But they said I was going to be able to get home maybe once or twice. Well, talking to my trainer, which I established to him, I wanted to be the student, and I wanted to be the best student I can be because I want to learn. And he loved that. He was a military man, so he had structure just like myself, which, like I said, I was never a structural man before. All of these things came into my life with spirituality. So I guess that new enlightenment in life has brought a new change in my whole energy. So we clicked, and family was a little sad. They helped me. They made some great muffins and stuff like that. So going away things for myself. So now I give him some muffins. He really enjoyed them. We had a good time. We get in the truck and off we go. Well, I'm going to end this video with the off we go. And I'll talk to you about my 2 weeks, and I will tell you the company that I went with in the flatbed division. It was like, my 3 weeks actually. 3 weeks on the road, and how the company has been treating me, some of the locations that I've been to, some of my experience in doing flatbed. And that's it. Well, I hope you're enjoying this video. I appreciate you watching, taking the time out, sharing my experience with you. If you got any questions, comments, like, comment, subscribe. Leave them in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer all the questions if I see some. But I am in a company that they really do care about their employers. Employers. Because they really want you to feel. I don't know what it's like about this, treating you like a number or none of that stuff. This is my first experience. And in 3 weeks, I can tell you this. These people have called my name over 20 times. So I hear a lot of people say they know you as a number. Well, I don't think they know me as a number, even though I do know my truck number. And I'm going to get ready to end it by saying my truck number. The truck number that I'm in is 58214. And I don't think they know me by that number. They know me by my name. All right. Thank you once again. Like, comment, and subscribe. Look forward to seeing your comments and maybe your questions, what you have. Remember, next video, I'll be talking about the company's name, sharing it with the world. Namaste. Blessings to you.